Hey, welcome back to the final video for the Memory Lane Comics 200 comic haul, which is 8 times 25. Again, if you get 25 comic books at a time, they're $10 from the dollar bin. So I got a lot of the very common comics. They very much are. You won't see anything really key issues in here. We got a lot of X-Force, which is a very common. They had a lot of doubles of these. I've actually probably got a few extras, like twice. I tried to not do that. Like when I'm pulling them out to check on my CLZ app, I'll have like this one 3 or 4 times. I feel like this cover is connecting to this cover, but it doesn't. There's like, this is number 3 and that's number 8, but they look like they do, don't they? Legion Lost, I've actually read this series already, but I gave it away. Now I'm going, you know what? I need it back in my collection in case I ever want to refer back to it. I thought when I read comics, I should just give them away. And now it's like, well, then I can't refer back to something. If it's like, it mentions something, like, oh, I need to go back and reread that or figure out what it's talking about. This is pretty cool. It's like it's got a Japanese katakana on his chest, doesn't it? Isn't that the letter KU? All right, In Search of Atmos. Yeah, there's a few Legion of Superheroes that I still don't have. Wildcats. Love the Wildcats. I swear I had this issue, but where it got to, I don't know. And I know I did not give away my Wildcats. I love Wildcats. Now, this one I actually did already have. It was in my CLZ app, but this is why I got it. It's still in the bag, and it has the card. I was like, yep, I'm getting it. I already have it, but I'm getting it again. I've definitely read this one before. We got the X-Men. This is the period of X-Men where I definitely was not reading it. 284, I think, is right after I jumped off. I think I jumped off right whenever the new X-Men came into play. So I think it was like 281. So it was like right after I jumped off. 319. And it wasn't because, well, it's just because I got tired of the X-Men. I felt like they were, Marvel was just kind of like padding their issues and trying to make a lot of money off of them. And it's not wrong for a company to make money. It's just I feel like they were quality before, and now it's just become more fluff. It's like I was getting quality before, and now I'm just getting quantity. And that's the way I felt at the time. Now, of course, I was like, what, in my 20s? Maybe teens? No, okay. We got Robotech 2, The Sentinels, The Malcontent Uprisings. That's cool. I haven't gotten those yet. They only had this one in there. I wish I could have got all 5. Or is it 6? I can't remember. JSA was written by Jeff Johns. He's one of the best authors out there, in my personal and humble opinion. JLA, I definitely want to get all of them and start reading them. Is that a cat meowing? I think these cats, it's like they get so spoiled. Yeah, there's a cat meowing. All right, JLA number 76 with Plastic Man. Oh, here's the JLA incarnations. I think it's kind of a review of all the Justice League stuff. I don't know. I'll find out when I get all 12. We got the Justice League, the more modern one. We got a really good old Green Lantern, $1.99. That's nice. So I got Justice League from almost every Justice League era. And this is John Byrne. Yeah, this is a really good. Claremont, George Byrne. It's almost backwards though. Like around here it says Byrne, Claremont. Isn't Byrne the artist and Claremont the author? Maybe I'm thinking backwards. I swear that looks like Byrne's art. I mean, you can definitely tell. And we got Justice League, Slaves of Starro. This is the one issue that I could not find. I had to get some help from some community members. And it says How the West Was Won. Now, that is not how it is in the CLZ app, and that's what really frustrates me. It's like people are like, oh, you can add it, but if I add it, it may already be in there. And somebody found that it's actually movie comics number, like a 5-digit number. What? How is this movie comics number 554613 or something? It was like, what in the world? Nothing in here says movie comics. In the indicia, it says How the West Was Won, not movie comics. Over here, it says How the West Was Won. Do you see movie comics? I'm not sure how in the world is this movie comics, blah, blah, blah. Now, maybe it's a Whitman's movie comics and they just decided to just call it the same thing. Whatever. I don't make the CLZ app. I just use it. At least I tried. 4-star spectacular. And these are all reprints as far as my understanding. And that's okay, because could you actually afford those Golden Age comics or the Silver Age comics they come from? Me neither. Flash Gordon. I have never seen a Charlton Flash Gordon comic. I was very surprised to see this. And I'm not a big war person. I mean, I was the one that was singing that Boy George song. World War is stupid and people are stupid. But a lot of people do like the war comics. And I thought, well, you know, it builds character. There's a lot of, you know, good heroism represented in these. So I guess I'll give it a chance. I did read the ones that had GI Robot because it's a robot. And then the Creature Commandos because that's cool. Back in the late 70s, early 80s. There's nothing to say about that one. There's an Atlas comic, which is interesting. They got Scamp. These are all really old ones. These are the oldest ones I got. I need to bag them before they fall apart completely. We got Jetsons. Got 2 Tom and Jerry comics. And I think I got 2 Tweety and Silver comics. Sylvester, not Silver. And then I think I got 2 Walt Disney. We got Uncle Scrooge. And then we got the Disney's Comics and Stories with Donald Duck and Huey, Dewey, Louie. So, again, thanks for spending time with me. And let me know below if any of those you want me to like pull out and read right away. I should like, oh, you need to read this one right away. Or if there's one you're like going, man, you should really blah, blah, blah. It's just anything you can tell me about these. I'm very much looking forward to feedback. That's what I like to hear. All right, have a great day.